السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dear students في القلعة الحجازية National Schools Secondary Stage Traveler 4.
3B Grammar Modal verbs plus have plus past participle. Modal verbs are words or verbs like can and could, shall and should, will and would, may, must and might. Have is a verb. Past participle can be found in your student's book on page 81. That's past participle right here. This is the verb we use. However, if the verb can't be found here, you don't find it, that means it is regular and you only need to add ed to the end of that verb to make it past participle. Now let's see how we can use this structure in our everyday life. Husband, get 3 fishes and 3 mangoes from the market, then get some bread from the bakery. Bakery is the place where bread and cakes are baked. Later that day, the husband returned home with only 2 fishes. What? 2 fishes? You must have eaten one on the way home. I'm sure you did this. Must, modal verb, have, and then past participle. It means I'm sure you did this in the past. You must have eaten one on the way home. What about the mangoes? Here are the mangoes, my dear. What? A whole box? You shouldn't have brought a box. I told you to bring 3. You shouldn't have brought a box. You should have brought only 3. I asked for 3. You could have saved a lot of money. This was possible to happen in the past. You could have saved a lot of money if you hadn't brought all this amount of mangoes. We could have spent the money on something else. We could have spent the money on something else. And where's the bread? What? No bread? You couldn't have gone to the bakery. Don't tell me that you went to the bakery. I know you didn't do it. I'm sure of it. You couldn't have gone to the bakery. Now look, in all these sentences, we expressed events and things that happened in the past, in all of them. The first one, we expressed certainty in the past. Certainty means you're sure that something happened in the past. You must have eaten one on the way home. I'm sure this happened in the past. You should have brought only 3. Now, did he bring 3? No, he brought more, and he should have brought only 3. I express regret. I feel sorry that this didn't happen. I wanted for this to happen, only 3, and it didn't happen. And here we express possibility in the past. This was possible to happen if you hadn't brought a whole box. We can use could or might. You might have saved a lot of money, or could. In here, this is the opposite of this. Certainty in the past that something didn't happen. You couldn't have gone to the bakery. That means I'm sure that this did not happen. The opposite of this. We can use couldn't or can't. You can't have gone to the bakery. And that's it. We finished today's grammar. That's easy. Now read the dialogues below and circle the correct answer. Hi Sad, what's wrong? My mobile phone isn't working. It's not working. I lent it to my brother. Lent is the past of lend with a D, which means you give something that is yours to someone to use it and then bring it back to you. He must have broken it, or he should have broken it. Should have means this did not happen, but I was hoping for it to happen. Must have means I'm sure that this happened in the past. We use this. He must have broken it. This is why the phone is not working. Let me have a look. Let me see. Why is it wet? There is water on it. Oh no! He must have used it in the rain, or he should have used it in the rain. He must have means I'm sure that it happened in the past. He shouldn't have done that. He can't have done that. He can't have means I'm sure he didn't do it, which is not correct. I'm sure he did it, and I'm sorry that he did it. I regret that he did it. He shouldn't have done that. That was the wrong thing to do. Use the phone under the rain. I am so annoyed, so mad, so unhappy. That's the last time I'll lend him anything. If he asks for anything in the future, I will say no. It's a state-of-the-art mobile phone. A state-of-the-art means it's a new phone and it has the latest technology. It cost a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on it. He's going to have to buy me a new one. Wait a minute. Look, it's working. We just needed to dry off the battery. When you dry off, you remove all the water from something. If you want my opinion, you couldn't have lent, or you shouldn't have lent it to him in the first place, from the beginning. You couldn't have lent it to him, or you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. It was the wrong thing to do, and you shouldn't have lent it to him. I feel sorry that you lent it to him from the beginning. This always happens when he borrows your things. Borrow is the opposite of lend. Lend means you give. Borrow means you take. You take something from someone to use it and then bring it back. Remember what happened to your laptop? Yeah, I remember. I had to call a technician to fix it. He should have destroyed, or he could have destroyed it. This was possible to happen. He could have done that. He could have destroyed it completely, you know. I like your new shoes, Faisal. They look expensive. You could have paid, or you must have paid loads for them. Loads means a lot of money. A lot for them. I'm sure you did that. You must have paid a lot. Actually, I bought them in a discount shop for 20 riyals only. Really? 20? I might go and get a pair. Unfortunately, these were the last pair. You should have gone, or you might have gone yesterday. You should have gone. That was the right thing to do in the past yesterday. But now that you didn't do it, you can't get them anymore.